Yeah, big. There to there. All these boxes. I'm finally doing the big video. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna try to do it in order. This was my last box. So I'm gonna do it last. These are second to last. These was a pickup last weekend, and it's related to all these. I got these at resale charity shop. Not. See, nope, that doesn't it. Try to protect the names of the innocent. It started back the spring, might have been last spring of 24, and I got some Save a Lot ads or something, Menards. I've been looking at vehicles, and I've been watching. I look every once in a while, and it's like $50, $50, like for a big entry level like condition. And I found one, and it was $25. It was like half the price, like I said, entry level. So I grabbed it quickly, and I got the Robotech Matchbox Robotech Cyclone motorcycle. I'm not going to go into the history because there's some controversy between Robotech and Transformers, and there's a lot of copyright, like you couldn't transform the motorcycle because then it'd be a transformer. I don't know, there's a big, huge mess. I got me a Cyclone motorcycle. Problem is, that side's good. I just noticed that this side, this gun is broke. There's some red here I could not get off, and the stand, the motorcycle stand is broken. But nonetheless, entry level, I got the key piece that I needed. Well, I'm going to say I needed first. I had, yes, it's one of those random, go to the great aunts, Christmas, they don't know, they just grab some bits, and I think one year I got a bunch of Robotech. And I had the Robotech, Matchbox Robotech Cyclone, but mine, I still had the box, I kept all the bits in it. Okay, so there's the Robotech Cyclone. And then on the Robotech Cyclone, the art, like on some of the art that show like figures and vehicles, it's like a drawing, or if they was like prototype art, I don't know. Like here. Oh. Clarence sticker. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to leave it. But you got Rick. Rick's like the main guy. Where's Lisa? There's Lisa. And then there's like the Grand Wizard, which he is the king of peg warmer. You can find him on card anywhere, everywhere for like $10. But I got, seen him in the wild, the Robotech card. I got him. And that another cheap video, I think, is this, another cheap card I got. I think it's that guy. But on the card of the hovercraft, it shows a, was he a Terminator? Yeah. a Terminator. And I'd seen this, it showed the figure and the weapon. But it was like $10 more than the other ones I was looking at. Well, then you swipe through the pictures, and it came with his card. He's open. They done a really good job opening the Terminator, but he is like in mint perfect condition. A lot of them, they had this thorax piece, all the paint's beat off of those. I mean, he is in real good shape. The bottom of his boots. He's like, card fresh. I don't know if I took him off. I don't know if I slid him out or not. I think I might have slid him out whenever I got him to look at him. But I just decided to pick up a Terminator to go with other things that I was looking at. He looked cool. He looks cool, and his picture's covered up on the cart with that sticker. So I'll show the good side. I got the Cyclone motorcycle, and I got Terminator. I guess there's a big one and a little one. I got the little one. And then like the Holy Grail piece. I don't even know. I'm not doing them in order. The Holy Grail piece. Really what I've been looking at. I could look up they had cheap ones for like $25. I mean, they are so cheap. I'm like, I might as well get one in the box. I haven't even opened it. I'll show you in the back. You should see the Terminator right there on the box. I got the Robotech hovercraft. I had this also vehicle with the box, and I kept the sticker sheet, the used sticker sheet with it. I mean, the guy took such good care shipping it. He put it in this bag. I haven't even opened the bag yet. I was afraid to. Thought about maybe even leaving it in the bag. But I don't know. But as far as I could tell from the pictures, it's open mint. Mint. It's not mint in box. It's mint in open box. So it's mint in open box. There's only one funny damage that bugs me. There's a notch taken out of the box. So whenever the contents were slid out, then back in, it's caught. That's the only reason why I would open it. Man, I don't know. I was going to open it now, but looking at it, I think I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it in the saran wrap. It's not the factory 1985 factory saran wrap, vacuum sealed. But just like to protect it, like a acrylic case. See, it's got air holes so it can breathe. So. But it was heat sealed. I may just leave it for now. Keep it clean. But yeah, it's mint in open box. I'll call it that. I got mint in open box hovercraft. I think it's even got the zip ties and everything is still tied down. It's just got that little damage that bugs me. But to open the bag, just to flip that little piece of cardboard down. Hey, look, Rick. Yeah, I got Rick, and we got the Terminator. I don't know who that guy is. That must be a Terminator. That must have been like the prototype looking Terminator. I couldn't figure out any of these pictures of who that guy is. But anyhow, I digest. Got another one here. This is another figure I had. So far, I had the Cyclone. and I had the hovercraft. And like I said, at the time in '85 or '86, whenever I got it all, I didn't know what robotech was. I know what matchbox was, but I didn't know what robotech was. I didn't even realize it was matchbox. It was said on the box, but it didn't. 2 and 2, it added up to 7, you know. But I had those two. And then another thing I had, which is annoying because at the time they didn't mean that much to me. So what robotech I had, I traded it, sold it, traded it for Star Wars, Empire, New Hope, Star Wars figures, which at the time, those figures weren't that much. This would have been in 11 or 12, 2011, 12, 13, somewhere in there whenever I just started Star Wars. I'm like, I'll trade this robotech stuff and put it towards Star Wars. Well, hindsight not being 2020, fast forward 15 years, man, why I wish I didn't do that. So one of the things I wanted to get back, see, there's the Terminator, but he doesn't match up. That guy don't match up to any of these guys. I'm trying to cover who I got. I got Lisa. I had Lisa. Now my figures, my Matchbox Robotech figures, I had in their build size, 3 3/4 scale, 4-inch scale. Worked with my Joes, and I have the Fall Guy truck, but a cousin. I got it at Christmas, and a cousin over at the house at New Year's pulled my Colt figure apart. With hindsight not being 2020, I could have fixed it, but it got thrown away. So I had the Fall Guy truck, which is 3 3/4 scale, with Robotech, which is 3 3/4 scale. And what else did I have? G.I. Joe. So the Fall Guy truck went to work for G.I. Joe, and I remember her weapon and her helmet, but those all got lost. So I'd always put the loose bits in the back of the truck, moving them from here and there, and A to B. They got lost. They might be in the floor of the garage. It's been cleaned out and swept out, then built on, and cleaned out and swept out and built up. It might be lost, but it might be down in there. But I had Lisa, and she drove the Fall Guy truck. I don't know, a female character with no accessories or weapons. She drove the Fall Guy truck because the sunroof opened and you could drop the figure down in there. But I found me a Lisa. She is cheap, and her arm is stuck inside the blister bent. Now, if your arm's straight, you want to bend it. If your arm's bent, you want to straighten it. So I don't know how long her arm has been caught inside that car blister. I tried. It makes you want to stick a knife down in there and try to figure it. But she is sealed. She got a little blaster. She got her weapon in there. I hate that her arm's bent. You know, you think of Toy Story, that she's trapped in this car and she can't bend her arm. But I had Lisa. So I had the Cyclone motorcycle. I had Lisa. And I had the hovercraft. There's only a couple more things I'm missing. I am missing only a couple more pieces. I already had this card out. I may do it again. A wet paper towel, a wet soapy paper towel. Laying it down flat, and taking that paper towel in one direction, just each direction, to soften the cardboard. I may do that again. Her KB sticker for $1. You can see that. That's crazy. I wonder what that stock sticker on the back of it is. It's weird. So there's one, I had these pieces, and I'm like, I'm pretty close, but there's one more piece. Well, there's 2 more pieces, really, but let's get this road on the show. Yeah, it's a motorcycle. It stands up by itself. You don't need the prop. It'll stand because the wheels are flat. So I always had my Cyclone motorcycle. It was always wait, rewind. I'm not there yet. What I did find last week a resale shop. I always go look at the movies and then I look at toys. I always looking for. I'd found some Transformers before. I found the G.I. Joe before in the cockpit of the junk full jet. So I went towards the movies. I guess where the movies are and the books are, these are just a stack sitting on the video bookcase thing that they have. And there's a stack, and I flip through them, and I reflip through them, and I double flip through them, and I put them all in order of the number. You talk about imperfect, like new old stock condition. I don't think any of these have ever been cracked open. And if it was like briefly. I got a Robotech 5. I got a Robotech 12. And of course, my idiocy. I got another Robotech 12. I went through a pile and I picked out like the best ones. I think I had like 7. Well, I still had more change. These were $1 a piece. So I went back and grabbed some other ones. So I got Robotech 13. Rick. What was that? I'd pick the ones with the coolest cover. There's a lot of duplicates. Twin one. See, there's Rick and Lisa. So I grabbed that one because Rick and Lisa's on there. I think that's Lisa. Yeah, it's Lisa. Good Rick. 23. I grabbed that because that was Rick again. There's a robot on the cover of this one, 24. Oh, that's thick. That seems thicker too. What is this one? 12, 21, 27. Yeah, it's got a big robot on the cover of it. So I thought that was cool. The robots on the cover. Yeah, 31. And let's see what I got. Oh, 11. It was in the wrong order. I did have 11. So there's Rick and Lisa. Some bad guys. What was that? What did I have? 12? Yeah, I had 5. 12. So I put 11. But then the back of them. There's some toys. There's some more toys. Yeah, here we go. There's Rick. There's that jet. It's Crossfire from Transformers, I think. See, there's a Cyclone motorcycle. Yeah, that's Crossfire from Transformers. Then there's Rick. The toys. That's a Robotech video game 3D or something. 23 Robotech stuff. So I thought that was cool. There's all 86, I think. Well, not all of these are 86. There's some sort of Dream Girl thing. Not all of these are 86. I think they ran. That's cool. That must be. Oh, that's continued. It's a double cover. A whole scene. Yeah, this one's 88. So that one's 88. So I wanted to try to get some of the early ones. But these I want to put with Robotech. I need to get some sleeves. I forgot. What was this one? Yep, A5. Cyclone. Wow. It is cool. So I'm tickled less to get those. So that's them. Put that little pile. I got the comics, but I already had this on my watch. Always, what I do, I take a thing that I'm looking for, in various conditions and price points. I try to cover it all. I was like, do I want just the figure? Do I want him complete? He's complete, he's $60. If I just get the figure, he's $25. Then the hair is beat, the paint. But I was looking, I found a figure. I throw them on my watch since I was getting some momentum. I had some stores. And figure is a complete figure. I think it was $46, which is like the high end. I don't really want to get a gift card, eBay gift card. Try to keep it under 50. I just try to do like 25 a week. 25 a week, 25 every week is manageable. I mean, for 25, you can get some good stuff. You can get some parts. You can get some figures that are incomplete. But anything over that, you're getting bits and pieces. You're not getting complete mint figures. So it's like something I had aside I was going to have to pay up for. But the guy sent an email through eBay, gave me an offer. Went from like 45 to 33. Then with shipping, I was like, I couldn't get down the street to Dollar General to get me a $40 gift card and back, and you usually have to wait like a half hour for the transaction to process. And I got me a Rick. And I tell you what, he is awesome. I had Rick, and he was beat, and he was missing his helmet and his blaster, which, like I told you before, is probably on the floor of the garage somewhere. But I know for a fact it was beat. I looked at him, I got him, he came, it took a week for it even got posted. Rockland, MA. What's MA? Maryland? Oh, they did get another storm. We missed that last storm that went through. We got that first storm with everybody. Like everybody did. But this last storm, I had a little slush on the windshield. But it was mostly like rain. Of course, I sealed this back up. Pause. Yeah, so if you rewind back, two things I was him-hawing about. One is I wanted a little more, I don't want to put him on the hard table. I wanted a little more figures and accessories and robotech. And then also, I needed the room. So you rewind back to my robotech. I cleared that shelf. Go back to the Thundercats, where I cleared out that shelf of my Black Series to make room for my Thunder Tank and then give my mask more elbow room. So that was that. What that was all about was making room for my robotech. And why I didn't, I had a pile of shame sit right here, of these boxes set for all summer. And I just kept getting bigger. But yeah, I have a Rick, and he is like 99% like card fresh. I looked at him up. His damage is random. He's got a scuff on that blue line, and there's a little scuff between the red and the white. But I mean, his hair, there's a glare. There you go. There you go. His hair is perfect. There's a little up, which would have been manufacturing factory, the black. There's a little funny little gob of goo right there that will not come off, and I really don't want to put I don't really want to put soap to the water. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, so I don't feel bad. But all his joints, he's got some play. His arms are tight, his elbows are tight, his shoulders are tight, his knees are tight. That's alright, he's still good. He's still good. I'm just doing a little investigating. I'd take my glasses off so I could see all his joints. It's funny, like a G.I. Joe will sit straight. He's got the O-ring, and then there's a T-bar, which looks like a nipple ring right here with a hook. And that hook's usually like twisted a little bit. Well, these, I don't think they're twisted because this guy, he wants to snap to the side. Comfortable. I was trying to line up that blue line on his stomach with the blue line to his groin. You try to twist him to light him up. He just wants to bing. So I'm thinking it's similar construction, but I don't think that hook or however I'm not going to crack him open. His joints are nice. He has more play wear than I thought, but his plastic is so smooth. He's not like, there's a difference between a scuff and just like ground on, like sanded, rough, smooth, scuffed, roughed and scuffed. There's a difference. And his plastic, he is smooth. He is smooth, really nice. Like I said, I got his helmet. His helmet is awesome. It was not touched up. There's one little, you can't help, it's from the mold when they snapped it off, the sprue. There's a little random blue speck there in the red, which it might come off, but I don't want to damage. This plastic is a lot softer, squishier plastic. My original purpose was I was going to put Rick in his weapon. I don't know what he did with his weapon, but I know his hands are pretty tight. It's pretty scuffed up around the grip. So I imagine somebody was holding his weapon. I just don't know who. But he is awesome. He is the whole thing. There's one more figure I'm after. I think it's that guy. He looks nothing like his picture. So I had Rick, I had Lisa, and that purple guy right there. He's purple. Wait a minute, is he green? He has green, and his suit's purple. He's the last one that I'm after. Of course, there he looks purple. I'm pretty sure it's that micronizer. I'm pretty sure it's that guy. I had him. So I'm looking for him. He's almost as hard as a Rick. Hey, you want to look at me for it? Let's look at my stuff. Here, try to get down there. Look at Rick. I got Rick. I'm so happy. And yeah, for the price point, $33 and the $7 shipping. Altogether, it's $44. But I got the 40 gift card, covered him. Got his weapon. And my original was I was going to put him on the Cyclone. But his joints are so like minty perfect that I'm going to leave him. He's got holes on his feet. I'm going to see if I have a stand. I'm just going to stand him in front of the Cyclone. Maybe I put his helmet. I can set his helmet on the... Yeah, I can set his helmet like on the Cyclone or something. And lay his gun in the seat. Something like that. Yeah, cool. Hold on. I'll show you the two pieces I have for my robotech. Little... Yeah, so I already had a robotech master. Like I said, he is the king of peg warmers. $10 at con all day long. I think $10 is too much, really. But yeah, he's just no accessories or weapons. He's a gray brick with an ugly face. Then he is cool. He's not very expensive either. But this Zyre guy, he's got a weapon thing, no helmet, but he's pretty cheap too. I think he was like 15. I was at a con. He had two of these, and I picked this up and looking at it, and then the guy was like, "Do you have blah blah blah?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's right," and that was it. And I'm like, "Yeah, I got it. It's in my hand." Too late. So, card's in good shape. It's slicky. What is this? 85. So I'm going to wipe these down. So I got 3 Menton card figures. I got 1 with card. I got loose Rick. I got loose Cyclone. And I got a Manhunt open box. Hovercraft. And comic bookies. I may eventually go get the rest of them. I mean, they was so nice. But that is my robotech. That's what I've been up to. I still need this one other ugly guy right there in the middle. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing. That's what I got going on. So I'm going to give these another wipe down. And I'm going to leave them on the table to let them flatten out some more, because they've been in those boxes. I cleaned them up already, but I'm going to give them a once more over, then I'll put them all on my shelf, then I'll probably do a tickety talk. So thanks for watching. This has been a long one. I don't even, was that 33 minutes? Good Lord. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Say bye, Rick. Say bye, Rick. Later, Rick.